Welcome back, Israel, to your Caribou Data Science channel. This is at least here in the U.S. This is September 29, 2020. It's early afternoon. I want to give a big shout out, first of all, to the 22 people in Israel who watched this video yesterday, and a special shout out to the 20 younger folks who watched the video because there's really younger folks' support for this channel really keeps me motivated to continue to make these reports. Now, I do have a couple favors to ask. I'd really like to see 22 likes for 22 views. And I also like to have 22 shares for 22 views. Okay, all you have to do is click on the share button, share the book, share the email on share the video on Facebook and Twitter. You can also copy and paste the link into an email or text message. Okay. Now, needless to say, uh, Israel has done a very aggressive job of a very aggressive vaccination program. I think that their full vaccination rate is over 60%, maybe over 70% now. But as you'll see, your cases and deaths began to climb again, despite all this huge vaccination rate. So what you can see, you have roughly 1.3 million cases, 7,695 deaths. This number is probably a little misleading. Uh, you know what? Let's try one more thing here. Oh, I don't know. Let's go look down here for some of these number here, but let's see something here. So anyway, your cases have already doubled the number of cases for 2021. Now the question is, how many of these people were vaccinated? Okay. Your deaths have already passed 2020. So again, the question remains, how many of these people were vaccinated? Because the thing we have to keep in mind about the disease is that the vaccines won't keep you from getting COVID-19. And it may not keep you from dying, because what the vaccine does, it reduces the severity of the disease. And by reducing the severity of the disease, it reduces the chance that we'll die from COVID-19. But again, how many of these people were vaccinated? Take a look here at the previous 12 months. You can see this marks the third wave, or the third, I'm going to call them speed bumps, the third speed bumps. And the third speed bumps, and the speed bumps have gotten worse as time goes on. Okay? Because you can see here, for whatever reason, I'm also a little suspicious of spikes like this. I almost wonder if this isn't like more than one day's data. I mean, maybe he found some data from August or something like that, and he added it back on because he went up all at 22,291 cases. If you come back down here, say to September to 26, that number is all the way back down to 3,261, with an average of 3,908 cases per day. Now, again, the third hiccup, the third uptick, the third speed bump, okay, lower than these numbers here, because back in on January 27th, you had 92 deaths, and then see those numbers fell all the way down to here for this period of time, for this 2 month period down here, roughly 2 months. Then they began to climb back up, and he reached on September 8th, they reached 56 deaths for a single day. If we come back down here, on September 27th, that number fallen back down to 9 deaths for a single day. And you can see as of September 26th, you were averaging 17.3 deaths per day. So again, we can see the three hiccups here, the three speed bumps. Again, the question is always is how many of these people in here were vaccinated? You can see we have 4 months in a row when numbers below these two spikes up here. So that's good news. And you can see here the current spike, the current hiccup is less than these two here. So that's pretty good news. But the question is how many of these people were vaccinated? I know I'm a broken record, but that's a question we really need to know the answer to. That's the only way to evaluate the effectiveness of disease is by the decline in cases and deaths. Okay. What you can see here, your September cases are the second most cases so far. And your September deaths are for fifth most so far. Okay, so because you had this nice long declining pattern here, then in August and now September, the deaths are starting to increase again. Deaths have increased and cases have increased. So that's not a particularly good situation, even though relatively speaking, your numbers are fairly small because you're you're fairly low population. Okay. Okay, so that concludes your report for today. Thanks so much for stopping by. And hey, don't forget to click on that share button, the subscribe button, and the like button. Thanks so much for your time, Bishop. We'll see you tomorrow with an updated report.